Alright, last year, it's time for all the marbles.
And she is the teacher
Yeah.
for the last year of school.
Yep. Of course, just our luck, our last year is a bipolar teacher with psychic powers.
Oh, that trope.
Yeah. However, her class, she really doesn't care about your, ability to learn from your mistakes or anything. You have to pass every class in her thing, or else she just fail, or else you don't pass at all.
Oh, so this is rough then.
Yeah, it gets really rough, and hers has, of course, with difficulty, hers has the hardest versions of all the mini games.
Oh, so the mini games have difficulties?
Yeah, the mini games have increased in difficulty.
I did not know that.
I mean,
I guess that's a good.
It'd be kind of a piss easy game if it just kept going just like how it was at the beginning.
Yeah, I was fully expecting him to just run back on.
Yeah, well, this isn't cartoon logic, right? Well, it is, but he forgot that looking down is death.
Oh, this nonsense again. Oh, so it's a bunch of mini games, and every single time we're choosing from the same pool. It's just that the difficulty is different.
Well, yeah, it's just randomly. Darn it! No, but I was trying to. See, they always take up the time. But yeah, I was It's always randomly generated what mini games you'll get out of the set. So here I start panicking because it's already evening, and I still have 7 roses to give out.
Yeah, I'm kind of. How are you going to pull this off? This is by nonsense.
Well, no, it's more like by charm and suave. Just like, and probably desperation. This guy's just like, please, just take it. I need to pass this class.
Yeah, he's on the floor, practically crying, and everyone's like, okay, man.
Either way, ironically, some of these she just happened to have the really, really bad parts. Okay, this is actually a retake, because remember that one where I threw up that giant chained bowling ball?
Right.
Yeah, she has one of the rare advanced version of a minigame, where you have to do it with throwing a UFO, and the timing for it is completely different. But as I said, because the loading for this game is so quick, it's so quick when the classes load up, I never get to read what the instructions for the timing is.
So you're priming me for what's going to happen later on.
Well, no, I said this is another take. So I spent so long redoing that minigame. That I'm like, okay, I don't know the timing, and without the timing and perfect precision, it is literally impossible to pass the course. So I'm not even bothering. Either way, so glad that even now we're still getting simple math.
Yeah, I guess it should be falling down much more quickly.
Well,
like something just spins and then it goes down. That's really the problem there.
Well, no, there's a version of this that is absolutely terrible. Ironically, an earlier grade decides to go with that version. So, I don't know what they were thinking. As I said, it's somewhat random, but the difficulty is technically constant. Either way, you see that thing in the top right?
No.
Oh, well, I guess we'll see that later. Meanwhile, we're back at Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends Cartoon Network game thing. Man, Cartoon Network... when I'm thinking back, I spent a lot of time on CartoonNetwork.com. Just like, more than anything. First it was...
When I was younger, I used to do that, but then what was the thing called? You know, everyone has just watched a lot of stickman movies.
Yes.
That's practically what I did on the internet after a while. Just watch videos of stickmen fighting each other. That's what everyone on Earth did on the internet.
Then I was on another planet. But yeah, so I enjoyed a whole bunch of Cartoon Network games, and then second place were Disney Channel games. Then third place was Nick.
Well, I mean, I remember playing those games, but I don't remember much about it.
Well, the thing is that a lot of the games were way more intricate than they had any right to be in Cartoon Network's case. In Disney Channel's case, the mini games were simple. The mini games were like almost not compilations, but they had a lot of stuff going on in them. But they were fun to do regardless. Nick.com had a lot of simple mini games.
I mean, I'm not a minigame connoisseur, so.
But either way, that actually reminds me. When I downloaded Bleeposaurus, from Nick.com.
How much time do you have in this?
Variable, as I said, gets harder. You get less time as the classes go on.
Right.
So generally, I'd say you have about 4 seconds, maybe 3, when the
see the person come out and say hurry.
Yeah, when the hurry monkey comes up, I think you have about 3 seconds.
I mean, you're a good teacher.
Well, not so much teacher, more like correctional officer here.
That's true. Yeah, you're in the prison experiment right now.
I mean, look at just like I'm enjoying this, cause even after everything, so it's like being in that class where you're just like, okay, we're about to finish class, and then somebody asks a really stupid question. And just like, okay, the teacher's like, okay, let me just explain the concept again. Then we become late for lunchtime.
Yeah, I know that specific person. I still remember him.
Either way, being late for lunchtime was just like my life. So much that every single time, because teachers decided, I'm going to keep teaching even after the bells ring. And then every time after the shifts would go, I'd have to run up and the line would be ludicrous. Oh, sorry, what? I was too busy thinking about how incredibly angry I was.
That Metal Gear Solid type thing.
Oh.
But it's just this again.
Yeah. Yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah. Teachers thinking that, oh, it's okay to just let students just be kept in the class afterwards, even though they know that as soon as that lunchtime goes, everybody's going to be rushing to the canteen at the same time, and the line's going to be ludicrously long, so I'd always end up just waiting a bit until the line would phase out, which would be the end of the lunchtime, meaning I only ever had time to eat something light. And that probably constitutes...
You've grown up being a monster eater that likes to eat everything on Earth.
Okay, look.
Like a Snorlax is Snorlax.
Okay, look, I understand you just that noodle incident, which ironically involved noodles as well. That was before we went to Wendy's. But look, I like eating and I like tasting. So living around how long has it been? 8 years? 8 years eating most of the same things at home with barely any variety, and then being at a high school where my lunch most of my days were 2 cupcakes, cup noodle soup, and soda. I tend to appreciate food.
Yeah, no, I don't have a rebuttal to that at all.
My certain rebuttal would be why my art teacher kept mocking me over it. She clearly didn't have anything better to do than look down from the art from the art classroom on second floor, see me, call me out specifically, ask why I'm eating cupcakes. Just freaking my cupcakes. What are you? Do you have nothing better to do than interrupt my
Hold up.
lunchtime?
I thought they said there were UFOs here.
What? No. This is different. This is the bowling mini game. There is another game where is basically where you swing a huge metal ball around, and then you throw it. It's like shot put, except that you're still holding on to the thing.
Oh, so it's a different minigame completely. I thought it was just a part of the bowling minigame.
Oh no. We already saw that mini game once, by the way. It just went by quickly. Also, that was extremely lucky because this most difficult tier of the bowling minigame is unfair because those monkeys at the top are stable. But of course, like with book ending, I have to face my fears.
Oh my!
Start with and finish the last class of the entire grade, just like the entire school system, with Enter the Monkey Heaven, the hardest version. Truly, I have.
This is a great. You already made the bookends joke, but this is a good bookends.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've played this game. Let's see. I've played this game before this recording. I've played this game twice. I've beaten it once, but I've never ever had to deal with the hardest version of Enter the Monkey Heaven. Because you see those little straw ropes there? Those were never there.
Yep.
Almost everything was just normal chains. So I don't know what they do. I just think that if you hang on to them long enough, or if you swing them too hard, they break. So, yeah. As I said, never saw them before. So I was panicking. And the time, as I said, the time for this is incredibly tight because we are literally just like there. 10 seconds. Oh god! That was so close.
That's so obnoxious.
Just, I put my all into that. Just, I can imagine just like a slow-mo version of just like, it looks like I'm not gonna make it, and then it's like, no, not this time. And I just reach my hand up, grab it.
What if you just fell down on the very last one?
Yeah, I'd be livid.
We can retroactively, we can think about the retrospective. We can look back on that because it didn't happen.
Yeah, but it'd be literally the last class where I'd be so close yet so far, and then she'd just say, "Yeah, you didn't pass. Sorry, try again."
Yeah.
Either
They're falling really quickly.
Yeah. The thing is, though, is that something I'm thinking here is just like, oh god, I gotta keep the meteors from hitting the thing. Oh no! But then what I slowly realize is that the meteors are only there for obstacles on your score. You really can let as many hit the thing as possible. It's really not a problem. The problem is, how close I was to failing because that UFO I just barely dodged the hitbox because that tractor beam, sort of close to its name, tracks you. So you have to be constantly on the move. And also there are so many more meteors coming your way. And I don't know if hitting a meteor equals death because I have actually never been hit by one. I've always been distracted by trying to dodge it and then just ending up in a tractor beam.
I mean, this is bringing back good memories of
being abducted.
Space Invaders. Well, that too. Why do you think I'm like that?
Yeah. That's
But,
exactly
but
where that joke was going. Couldn't have ended any
basically,
other way.
Space Invaders for the N64, great game.
Never seen it, but yeah, we've finally done it. We've passed all the classes. Well, classes in a general sense, not every individual little class, but yeah. And now it's
Hey,
time
now we can be a foot
to
soldier.
what the heck?
Oh, what's
Spectre
going
won't
on?
let us take the graduation exam until we get commended by every teacher. Meaning that we have to get perfect on every single grade course.
So we're doing everything over.
Well, I already got perfect on, I think, Monkey White and Pink. So I just have to go back and do the first 3 grades over. But I'm not going to show all of that. Next video will be specially edited video, so look out for that.